Hey Burgles, Log Bowl, Ramen Beer here. Back here looking at the KZ1000. You're gonna say, well, it doesn't look like you did any work, and I haven't, but I'll tell you why. So, we're gonna get into it. I know last time we were talking about the triple tree on the front, triple tree on the front. This is from the 1983, and the sizing is different where the front shock tubes sit in relation with the head tube. So had to do some searching, and I got online and I found a nice 1978. This is the top piece here. It's got a few holes for mounting some gauges and whatnot, and then of course that's the bottom, and the bottom works out almost exactly the same. You have your turning radius is going to be a little bit shorter with this one, but your brake, this is where your brake splitter goes. It matches this one. All your bearings and everything look the same. So all I should have to do on this one is pull this front one off, swap the tubes to the new triple tree, and put it right back in. So that'll be a pretty easy fix. I think I got kind of lucky with that, but it's gonna work pretty well. The other problem I ran into, I bought a mag wheel for the back because, of course, the front wheel's mag. The old rear wheel, of course, is the original 78. So I said, well, I'm gonna go buy mag wheel for the back. Well, if we look closely, this mag wheel is, bam, 18. It's an 18-inch rim. 1978, 1979 had a lot of those, but as you got further in the years, 1981, 82, 83, Kawasaki started switching them over to 17s and 16s. They were just going with the trend a lot of bikes were doing at the time. But I found this mag wheel. I think it's actually from a KZ750, but everything matches, everything's the same. All your internal bearings match your pin that runs through or your axle that runs through the back. The brake line, there you go. The brake lines up with this wheel. The one thing I ran into a lot of trouble with is this guy right here. On these old bikes, this is what they had. This was what they call essentially the drive. This is the drive gear, what the chain runs on. So the sprocket, it's this guy. This one's really dirty. You see that? That goes in there, and then you have a sprocket. This is the sprocket that came with the new one, quite a bit bigger. I think I'm gonna swap the small sprocket over to that one. And here's what happened when I started doing some more research. Get my hands all dirty here. So the diameter, if you can tell, of this one, this is the stock drive, essentially drive gear. And then the diameter of this to this is like 1 inch and 1/8 or something. And then if you come over to this one, sorry, not 1 inch and 1/8, I don't remember what it was. They're like a 1/4 inch difference between the two. The new one is bigger. So when I bought the wheel, it didn't come with the new drive gear. So I had to scour the internet and find one. This one is the old one, and this one's the new one. So tire swap, sprocket swap, new drive gear, and hopefully we'll be able to put it back together and build a bike. But that other rear drive gear came with that big sprocket, came with another front sprocket, came with all these little bushings. So it's gonna should make for an easy, probably an easy transition over to the mag wheel. Even though a lot of I don't know if KZ, the 1000s even had mag wheels in 1978. I couldn't tell you that. I couldn't find one with that year, but I could easily find 750s and the 650s and some of those other ones with mag wheels. But from what I read online, everybody said the 750s and the 1000s are pretty transferable on parts because of the size and the engine size and the power. So we'll run that one and see how it does. But I think we're getting close to starting to tear everything. Everything's pretty well torn down. We'll clean her up and start rebuilding. So we'll get back with you later on.